And hello there again, Roster Watch Nation. It's your friendly neighborhood trash man. And today I'm going to be talking about more players I am staying away from in drafts right now, this time from the NFC. Again, these are for multiple reasons, sometimes out of the player's control. Um, but nonetheless, these are guys that I am avoiding right now. First off is Deandre Swift, running back from the Lions. Swift is just that. He's fast, and his upside is the 1B in an offense that is likely to lean heavily on the run. It's in the best interest of any Jared Goff-led offense to do so, in my opinion. That being said, he's dealing with soft tissue, groin injuries, and has yet to do much in camp thus far, which isn't helping his cause, as Jamal Williams is currently being called a number one back by the coaching staff there that did not draft DeAndre Swift, by the way. Unless I can get him cheaply, I'm not bothering with Swift in an offense that doesn't project to be in scoring position very often. If he was in a better offense, I might be a little more bullish on him, but he's not. After Swift, you have A.J. Green of the Cardinals. It's true that Green had the third most contested catches in football last year, but you can look at that stat in a couple of ways. One, that in his 11th season in the NFL, Green has grown into fighting off defenders by out-leaping and out-muscling them to great effect, is arguably the slightest 6'4" receiver in the game. Or two, that he can't separate anymore. So that most of the balls thrown his way are going to be contested. I lean towards the latter explanation. Green is also dealing with an undisclosed issue right now, some sort of injury, I don't know, leaving room for the likes of Andy Isabella and rookie Rondale Moore to develop as more permanent fixtures in the Arizona offense. When guys like Deshaun Jackson and Randall Cobb are available around the same time in drafts, I'm not terribly interested in Green. So there you have it. After A.J. Green, we have Jimmy Garoppolo of the 49ers. Jimmy G was recently listed as a starting quarterback for the 49ers, despite a very uneven camp from him thus far. Head coach Shanahan has said that Garoppolo was going to be the guy to start out the season, so this tracks with that. Rookie quarterback Trey Lance is making strides, yes, but he's still learning the nuances of the pro game and making rookie mistakes while he's at it. But let's be honest here, Garoppolo has shown time and again that he's not the guy, and Lance makes the 49ers more competitive as soon as he steps on the field. The leash won't be long for Jimmy this season, and that's why I'm not investing in him in fantasy. After Jimmy Garoppolo, Tariq Cohen of the Bears running back there. Cohen was all set for a comeback this season after tearing his ACL in week 3 of 2020, but knee stiffness has plagued him this offseason, setting his plans back. And why would the Bears rush him to come back? David Montgomery proved himself as a pass catcher in 2020, 54 receptions for 438 yards and two receiving touchdowns. And the team has added Damian Williams to the mix, a player who is a better receiver than Montgomery by most accounts. The light is dimming for Cohen, and his upside isn't enough for me to take the risk. And then we have one of my favorite players, but a guy who I just can't get behind right now, and that's Darius Slayton of the Giants. I was stoked more than most on Slayton when he came into the scene in 2019, a field stretcher with a wild streak. He would be a high upside commodity on most teams. Unfortunately, he's on the Giants, where even though he led all Giant wide receivers in targets in 2020 with 97, he only had 50 receptions. In most part due to Daniel Jones' inaccuracy. The Giants still have Jones under center, and now they have Kenny Golladay and rookie Kadarius Toney in tow as well. My guess is they're putting as many capable receivers on the field in hopes that one of them will come down with whatever errantly thrown ball Jones hangs out there. In any case, Slayton is going to have to rely on one or two deep balls a game to butter his bread, and that's not going to cut it in fantasy. As much as I hate to say it, I am hands off. And so these are guys who I'm not approaching in fantasy drafts right now. I don't know. Maybe things will change in the near future. Probably not, but we shall see. And until next time, this has been the Trash Man on behalf of RosterWatch.com. RosterWatch Nation, hey, if you are a part of RosterWatch Nation, leave us a comment, give us a follow, join us at RosterWatch.com on our newly designed site. And then until next time, be ready.